The line ready to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Patrick Willis charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and long. Vick eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 3rd down, Vick being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Check 13, check 30, check 37, check 37. Check.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense,
and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Mike 50, Mike.
Another try after the first down sack. Vick, room here to run. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Stenerud now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. From the gun, Vick. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check three. Hey,
this will be the final play of the half. Vick. And this is going to be incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken about the 12. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the game?
And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Mike's 50. Hey, pick it. Hey,
operating from the gun. Vick. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
let's go. Let's do it.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll go again with Sanders. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Michael Vick. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. On first down, it's Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Patriots 31-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Check it to 6. Pull it. Half. Wait. Go. Kill.
From the gun, Vick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. It's a play fake. Now Vick under pressure again, and down he goes again. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, Vick. Oh, and now Vick throwing another interception. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but
and his first carry, he loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception picked up by the former 49er, Deion Sanders. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A run, this is Sayers. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 25 on second down, Vick. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS. Check the backer, check the backer. Kill. Go. Turn it out.
Operating from the gun. Vick dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Switch it. Switch. Zoom. Tighten up.
Now here's Vick. And they will finally get him to the ground as he's forced to tuck it and take the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Vick to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Green with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, check. 3 down. Tight dog. Showing it. Check 43. Check.
On 4th down, Vick. And the pressure gets to him again. Jadeveon Clowney. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping and I think the ball's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. To throw again on second down. Vick. And this one's incomplete. Six-time Pro Bowler Calvin Johnson, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. On third down, they turn to Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Vick, complete. It's Johnson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. On 2nd and goal, Vick, and he rifles one incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now Vick on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And a big turn. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Northern California visits Southern California. The Niners and Chargers, off we go from L.A.
Let's go, fellas.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You got tight right there. Watch the safety.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 50. Check 50.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. They will indeed go for it. Vick. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Set, ready? 30 base.
Check 52, come on. Let's go.
Look at me. Zipper.
52, Mike, 52. I'm here all day. Back. Check.
Gone.
Joker.
Check. Zoom.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 43 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
You've got to know as a quarterback it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Leo!
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Check 13, check
5.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Steps away to his left. He's going to look deep for more. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike 52, Mike 52. Come on, boy.
Hey, Alpha.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Now it's Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Holt. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Ready, break. Go!
Hey, we got turn left.
3 down. Yep.
3 down.
Let's go.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Calvin Johnson, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. 2nd down and goal. Tannehill looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Mike 52.
Hey. Ready?
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. DJ Moore there to make the grab. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
13 yards there and a Niner first. First down, Vic. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Slam.
Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play, Vic to Moss. 44 yards. From the red zone now, Vic. And this is incomplete. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Man, I got you. Deuce. 26, Mike, 26.
A second down throw for Vic. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Randy Moss. Incomplete. It's third down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Sponge, no. Check it out, rush in. Check 3.
Vic with a give to Sanders. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. On 4th down, Vic. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Check 3. Switch. Check 99. Check.
They'll try to run with Sanders. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Going for it with Sanders. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
Come on, fellas.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Back to throw. Tannehill got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Niners' 40.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
90 Wolf.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Hatchet. Kill. Hey, switch gears. Watch safety creep. Creeping. Safety's creeping.
Bravo.
Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it. It's caught at the 10. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
My 52. I'm coming after you.
Go. Hey, rock it. Go.
Tannehill on first down. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
So here's Vic following the interception. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
26.
Vic now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Morton. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. That throw by Vic, incomplete. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on fourth down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on fourth down. It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that was.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Sacked by the relentless Howie Long.
Brandon, so often we talk about whether or not a quarterback was surprised by the pressure, by the blitz. Most of the time, they're not surprised by that, but the speed in which someone gets there. And on this play, I don't think he had any other chance or choice.
Are they taught in that situation just to tuck it and go down?
Yeah, when you don't even have an opportunity to look downfield and assess what's going on, cover it, take care of the football. Don't turn something bad into something worse.
To try again after the sack. Tannehill flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Come on, set.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, team 6. Go.
Under 10, 10. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Rock it.
Tighten up.
Snap.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. Fourth down, and on is Ty Long to punt. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
49ers 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Ready up.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Bam.
Win championships, baby.
Wow, look at me. Zipper. Shoot.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Go out. Hey, Charlie. Ready.
Here's Tannehill. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31.
5. You draw Corkins.
Tannehill throwing again. He'll buy some time. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kevin Green. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Check 43. Check.
Look, squeeze.
Out. Shift.
Go. Hey, wahoo.
No, check that.
Hey, Jack, be grip.
Now Tannehill. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Go. 60 Pittsburgh.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey.
Motion. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's.
Get it.
Now Tannehill. He finds his man Johnson. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Vick. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Kill. He's coming. We got Neil. Go. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Here's Vick. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
To throw on 4th down. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
Go. Hey, Alpha. Yo, faster.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. They will find Winslow. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49ers' 44-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Go.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Hit it. Hey, Haywood.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Drop deep. Mike 52. Big stop.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. This one caught by Winslow. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We got 3.
They'll run it. Here's Okoye. The 49er great Patrick Willis in on the tackle. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball.